Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how we review debtors in Xero. So firstly, we're on our dashboard homepage here. If we have a look in this section, it says invoices owed to you. And you can see here we've got some graphs as well as some amounts here. What we need to do to get into the section that relates to debtors is click on this invoices owed to you link. And then that's going to take us into another view here, which is the sales view. And along the side here, you can see we've got draft, awaiting approval, awaiting payment, and overdue boxes. Just to explain to you quickly what these mean, draft and awaiting approval are two statuses of an invoice that aren't yet finalized. For example, some people start drafts as quotes and will send a quote to the client and then wait for that to be approved, and then it goes into awaiting a payment when the final invoice is finished. For today's purposes, we're just going to focus on this awaiting payment section, and this is invoices that we've sent to customers and we're waiting to be paid for. So just go ahead and click on that awaiting payment link. Now, as we can see here, we've got our description of the different invoices. So you've got the invoice numbers from the left, the customer here, the date of the invoice, the due date, the expected date, which we'll speak about shortly, and also what's already been paid off an invoice and what's due. And then finally, this green sent item, which is really great. It shows that we've actually emailed the invoice through Xero directly to the customer, and that's a sign that we know it's definitely been emailed and sent. Whereas you can see Marine Systems here has not been sent because there's no green sent mark here. So now what I want to speak to you about is this expected payment date. So if we click on here and we click on this 30th September expected payment date, what you see here is we've got a note, and it's in regards to Sandy. So Sandy is a customer. So basically from City Limousines, we want to know when they're going to pay this $250 that is due. So what we will ask and say, look, Michael, maybe we say Michael called Sandy and she said for example, the 250 will be paid on the, I don't know, it's 30th of the 9th, 15 for argument's sake. Then we can set that date for when it'll be due and we can click save. So what that's done, that's created a record of that transaction. Then when you click on City Limousines as the customer, that will take you into the invoice. And if you want to look at previous history, say you're a manager, you want to know what's happening, why are we not receiving payment, you can click on the show history link here and it will show all of the notes that your administration team has put in. So you can see here, we've got several notes relating to when Sandy said she was going to pay this bill. This is really, really useful if, say, you've got an administration person within your business who maybe calls up to chase about some money and they need to write comments about what that customer said. Now, it's a great record, a great audit trail to show you the different data collection you've done with this customer, and this can be invaluable if it ever goes to the liquidation or similar. So this is a really good feature. We just wanted to show you that. So we can then hide that and click on this invoices link up the top to take us back to where we were. Okay, so now that we've discussed the awaiting payment section, we just want to quickly mention what we see here. So as you can see at the top here, the current amount that's owing is $16,000. What that means here is that $16,000 is owing to us, and these are all the outstanding invoices here. Okay. So you can also search. So for example, if you wanted to just bring up City Limousine, you can just search City and then that will bring up anything with that name field. So you can see there we've got the two invoices and the credit note for City Limousine. Also, I want to show you this all tab up the top here. And all is a really good way to search if you want to look for all paid and unpaid invoices. So just click search and then do the same thing. So maybe we'll do, let's say Bayside Marine in this case, see what happens. All right, so for Bayside Club, it's clear we've only got one in awaiting payments. There's no paid invoices there. And if we want to just click search again with no filter, it'll bring up all paid and unpaid invoices in the system. So you can just scroll down there and you can see the different paid. And the statuses are along the side here, the amounts, and then the customers here. So it's a really good way for you to quickly go find old invoices. You can also search in here to include deleted and voided invoices if you want to search for something that may have been voided. You just want to go and do research on that. The last thing I want to show you quickly is how to send a statement. So you click up the send statements field here. And there's two types of statements we're going to send: outstanding and activity. Activity shows all the ins and outs and payments for a period of time, and outstanding just shows what's due. So if you click update, that'll bring in all the outstanding statements as of the date of 31st of August, and you can then print a PDF of the statement, which doesn't actually print it, it just generates a PDF. So when it says print under a PDF image like that, it just means generate an electronic copy so that you can then email that, save it to your desktop, or etc. So you can see then it's loading down the bottom, and you'll see that'll load in that window. Okay, and now we can see this outstanding statement as it loads up now, and here we are. Now we can just save that if we liked straight to our desktop, and we can email it from our Outlook account. Alternatively, we can go back here and we can just click email, and it will email all statements directly to the customers from there, and you just click send. If you don't want to email them all, you can just email one. Nice and simple. And like I said, or you can just generate a PDF and email it from your own section. Anyway, guys, if we go back to the dashboard, that's a pretty good wrap on debtors and navigating the sales side of Xero. So thank you very much, and we'll speak with you shortly.